Who are you?
My name is Quayshawn Waller. Guys know me as KK, and I'm a man on a mission. I come here today to give y'all the 5 P's that I still follow to this day. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. And we out here in Bird Park right now in Richmond, Virginia. You know, that's how I get my morning started. Come out here, get a little breath of fresh air, you know, take it in, might do a little workout, do a little session or whatnot like that. But if you want to come out here, you know, get a clear mind, you know, get it going for the day, get your day started, just like in there. They want to get you the, you know, AMD program, the Cobb Community Program and stuff like that. It's better, it's helping you get your day started, getting you on a path of getting up, going to work. So you can't look at it as a negative, you gotta look at it as a positive. Because you know, we all need structure in some type of way, some type of form or fashion.
Okay, so how much time did you do, and how did you do that time?
You know, the judge gave me 58 years and suspended 49 of that, so that left me with 8 to do. So how I did it was, when I came in, I met an old head that was from, you know, from around where I grew up at, you know. So he told me, he was like, Q, man, you gonna have to do something with your time. You gonna have to, you know, adjust to something and keep you steady and keep your clear, you know, keep your mind clear. So he introduced me into working out, and that stuck with me. And he, you know, it was tough at first. He broke me down, but he was like, man, you a man or, he was like, man, I remember this stuck with me right here. He's like, man, you a man or a mouse, champ? I was like, a man or a mouse? What do you think you're talking? I like, man, I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? So he like broke me down on a 25 push-up, man. I never forget it, man. So he thought I wasn't gonna come back the next day. Came right back out there the next day. I wanted it though. See, when you come out here in society, you gotta want it. You can't come out here want no handouts and nothing like, cause it ain't gonna work like that, man. You gotta come out here and show these people that you want it, cause you gonna be surprised. There's gonna be so many people that gonna be willing to help you if you're willing to help yourself. You gotta be willing to help yourself first.
Okay, so what skills did you learn in prison that you bring out here today?
You know, the skills I learned inside the penitentiary, man. You know, the cognitive community for one, right? AMD community. I'm not a morning person, first off. Like, they want you to get up in the morning, in the AMD, get up, say your name. Man, it's early in the morning, man. I won't feel it, none of that, man. But you gotta understand it prepared me for what I'm dealing with out here, you know, when it comes to running a business or working out or, you know, just being somewhere on time, man. It's prepping you and getting you, you know, adjusted to coming out here and being successful in the world we live in today. So don't look at it as a bad, look at it as a good, because you're gonna get the good end of the stick at the end of the day. Because we keep on doing the same traits and doing the same thing over and over again. There's nothing wrong with good change. There's nothing wrong with changing, period, if you change it for the better. So let's change, man.
Okay, so a lot of people talk about how hard it is to get a job leaving out of prison.
And
what do you have to say to those people?
I'm glad you asked that question, because, you know, I heard dudes keep coming back all the time as my course of my bid. They be like, man, it's hard to get a job. No, it's not hard to get a job. You're not prepping yourself to get a job. Or you might get a job and then that's the job you want, but you gotta work that job so you can get what you want to get out of life. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's not hard. It's plenty of jobs out here. You just gotta make a way to get the job that you want to get. When you find out what you really want to do, it's gonna be easier for you to come out here and adjust to society and do what you want to do. But you gotta put that footwork in first. If you ain't put that footwork in, how you gonna be successful out here in society? Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. You see where you lay, you see where you sitting at today. I was sitting there, one of them seats you sitting in right now. So, but I'm out here, been out here 4 years now, and I'm doing what I gotta do. Like, I got my own trucking business. I'm a certified personal trainer. I studied for that, went to school for that, got a certificate for that.
Okay, so what was like on that first job, when you got that first job and you got that first paycheck, and what did that motivate you to do? What kind of job was that? What did you do?
And when I came home, I started off at the Cheesecake Factory. People told me I was gonna start making $9 an hour for a shift. I was working 6 p.m. to like 4:30, overnight shift. I walked in there one day, man. I ain't even working for a whole week. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I walked up out there, so my check went number like $234. What I'm gonna do with $234? I can't take my son and buy him no pair of shoes and clothes, no $234. So I had to make a change. So what that change became, I couldn't remain the same. So I had to step out on my element and do what I had to do as a man to provide for his family.
So how did you make that change? What did you get into? How did you get into CDL and trucking and all of that?
Man, one of my partners, man, he was probably driving for like 2 years at the time. So he like, man, you ever thought about getting your CDL? I said, dang. It dawned on me a while ago because it's in my blood already. You know, my dad drove trucks, my uncle drove trucks, but he showed me one of his paychecks, right? So I said, dang, that's my avenue right there. So a light went off in my head, like, I'm gonna go get my CDL. Next morning, you know where I was at, right? I was at CDS, signing up for this class, getting this CDL. You know when I got my CDL in 20 days. You know what I'm doing today? I'm driving trucks and I'm making that money.
Okay. So what about supervised release? You said you had 49 years. You still you on paper? You off paper? Where you at now with that?
I'm off papers, but I got off papers in 6 months. But I still got that time over my head, but I'm off papers. I'm off supervised probation. I can go where I want to go, when I want to go. Ain't got to answer to nobody. Ain't got to ask nobody for permission, none of that. I go where I want to go. But it ain't like I'm walking on no eggshells neither, because I done got all the wrong out of me. All I want to do is to help the next brother, and I want to do right by myself because I don't want to leave back into a place where I came from.
Okay, so if you could go back and talk to that KK that came into prison with that 49-year sentence, what would you say to that KK now, today, if he's sitting in that seat as some wisdom that would have been given to you that you can share right now?
Man, I would have told him, man, just keep on, keep your head up. Don't look down, man. Keep your head up. Better days gonna come. But at the same time, we also gotta live and learn. Like, some of us gotta learn harder than others. Some of us got it easier than others. But you can't look at it, the person that got it easier than you. Sometimes, I'm glad I had every day I had hard, because it made me look at life different. It made me want to change, made me want to do the right thing.